To err is human, to forgive divine. Is this applicable as we are supersizing and growing our businesses? As you're growing your business, do you take into account this particular proverb and idiom, to err is human, to forgive divine? This idiom's been around and proverb for a long, long time. It actually derived from a sentiment that Plato shared, and he lived in the 1st century. But in 1711, Alexander Pope used it in his essay on criticism. And he basically said, and what this means is that, guess what? We're all human. We all make mistakes. So we're going to make mistakes. We might as well learn how to live with them and learn the lessons from those mistakes. That's why we make mistakes and we have challenges and setbacks, is to teach us things that we need to know as we're building and growing and supersizing our business, as well as just generally living our lives. So this idiom's been around for centuries, right? And I guess almost millennium. And it just means that we need to cut ourselves and people some slack when they make mistakes. We need to forgive people when they make mistakes, including and probably most especially ourselves. I don't know about you, but when it comes to mistakes and doing stupid things or saying stupid things, I am harder on myself than I would ever be on any other human being on the planet. And that includes my kids, although I'm hard on them and I hold them accountable to their actions and their words and what they think and say and do. I mean, we all need to be accountable and responsible for that. So curious, our topic for today or our questions, I'm asking 2 questions for the month of December for the BU 365-day annual challenge. And one was the topic of, or a question about, do you believe that people are born good or do they learn moral virtue? Let's try to talk today. Moral virtue. And I've always believed that babies are awesome and they're born good. They're little beings and spirits of light when they come into the world. And then what happens to them, their experiences, their environment, things like that, impact their definition of good versus evil. And it turns out Aristotle didn't believe that. He actually taught and believed that human beings were born morally corrupt or deficient, and that virtue was learned here on the planet. Sigmund Freud, on the other hand, he thought that babies came in as a blank slate. They were neither good or evil. And again, circumstances would determine how their life would go. And then finally, Yale did a study, which I agree with, so I'm sharing that one, that we are born inherently good. So curious, do you believe humans are born good or evil or somewhere in the middle or a blank slate like Sigmund Freud? I'm going to go with babies are born and humans are born as beings of light, and what happens to us here and the choices and decisions we make determine whether our life ends up being good or evil. I think humans are inherently beings of light, and so I don't think that, I guess people do evil things, but I don't think that necessarily makes them an evil human being. Just my opinion. We all get one. So today, think about this: to err is human, to forgive divine, and how it impacts how you build and grow your business, how you treat yourself and how you treat other people. Love to hear your experience with this idiom. That's it for today. I'm traveling, so I will be with you tomorrow back home. Have an awesome day.